Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Downtown Detroit, Michigan, and welcome to Ford Field. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. Glad to have you here for this preseason matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. Brian Arakpo was there to bring him down.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Pitch left. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. London Fletcher was there for the stop. They line it up at the 22. Passes it downfield. The stop was made by LeRon Landry.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice gain.
He'll get it again.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
It's now 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 42. The give to the tailback. 4 yards on the carry. That brings up 3rd down. The offense facing another 3rd down here. And he's crushed as he lets it go. Calvin Johnson was the intended receiver on the play.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
So, it's 4th down. The Lions ready to punt this one away. Starting back at his own 15. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Boy, he hardly had any room to do anything there. They've got to come up with a better scheme or some better blockers or something. This guy's a good punt returner. He's just not getting any help at all from his teammates.
2nd and 7 situation here. The ball sits on the 21. Gives it up the gut.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
Here's the throw. And he's tackled at the 42.
Donovan McNabb absolutely drilled that one in there, and he needed to. This guy can throw as hard as anybody in the league.
Johnson gets the ball. They pick up 2 yards. That brings up 2nd down. From their own 44-yard line. Johnson again. He gains his way to the 40-yard line. They have it at the 40. And the tackle was made by Delmas. 3 yards there.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
It's a pass. He's knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Donovan McNabb excels at those play-action passes. Once the defense thinks it's a run, it is almost impossible to play pass defense after that.
Handoff up the middle.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
And they line up at the 10. He lets it go. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. The Redskins get on the board first.
Donovan McNabb got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
And the point after is good. Washington is up 7. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Washington will send this one deep. Brown is back to receive the kick. It's fielded at the 2. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The Lions will begin this drive at the 23-yard line. Gives it up the gut. Dumps it out right. And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. He takes a hard hit as he throws. Running down the sideline. He's dropped down at the 38. That's set up really nicely for the offense.
And boy, that hurts if you're the defensive coordinator. You call the blitz, you try to be aggressive, you attack the quarterback, and they call a screen. And the minute you see it coming, all you can think is, oh, no.
So it's now 1st and 10 after the big pass play. He gets off the throw. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. Looks to throw it. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing 3rd down. So another 3rd down coming up for the offense. Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit. He's knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That was a rocket throw right there. And I tell you, you always hear about just how strong this guy's arm is. And boy, there it was on display.
That'll make it 1st and goal following a big pass. Decides to run for it. Touchdown, Lions. Feel the roar.
And that's so frustrating for a defense when you think you have everybody covered. It looks great, and then the quarterback takes off and scrambles in for a touchdown.
Hansen will kick it deep. He makes it out to about the 27-yard line. Between the tackles. He's off. And so, at the end of the first quarter, we're all even. Here's the pass. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. So the ball on the 49. Good coverage downfield. He's brought down at the 48-yard line.
Why are we doing this?
It's second down and 8 to go. He's dropped down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And so it will be third down. So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Looks like someone on the offense tried to get an early start.
Offense. Still third down.
And we'll replay third down.
Tough spot for the quarterback now after that penalty, because now the possibility of seeing that added pressure is really heightened. The Redskins are doing a pretty good job in the passing game. The receivers are finding some space in the secondary, and the ball is getting there on time.
And they line up at the 28. Steps up in the pocket and throws it as he's hit. Fred Davis was his intended target.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
They'll face second down and 10. The pass is away. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. They'll line up again on third down. Gets the pass off. He's tackled at the 17. First down, 10 to go. Dumps it out left. They'll take him down, but not before he gives the Redskins a first and goal. And they line up at the 3. Handoff to the right. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Clinton Portis is one of my favorite players in the league. He brings a spark to this offense, and you can see it on plays like that. He just has it.
Washington up 7 points. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. He'll start at the 8-yard line. Could be a block in the back. Let's find out the call.
Flipping by the receiving team. First down.
The offense will start at the 15. Checks down to the short pass.
The Lions are picking up nice yardage just about every time they go to the air. I'm not sure what's happening with the defense right now, but they seem a little out of sorts.
It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff. He lost yardage on the play.
The Lions are not doing a good job at all on the ground so far. They need to somehow get that turned around, because if you can't run it, boy, it is tough to throw the football.
They line up at the 23. Gives it to the back.
The Lions have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. And he's tackled at the 36-yard line.
And we've seen this offense go for the vertical stretch in the past, but now they're going for the horizontal stretch. They're really making this defense cover from sideline to sideline.
He's going to throw it. He breaks through.
Matthew Stafford is really feeling it right now. He's got the hot hand, and, normally he's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of passes in a row, but he's hot right now.
So they have it at the 34. They'll give it off here. He's brought down at the 27. Breaks through the line for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Best gets the ball left side. He makes his way to about the 12. They line up at the 12. Passes to the end zone. The defender bats it away. Clark was the intended receiver. The goal line, only a dozen yards away now. He takes off. Touchdown, Lions. And they finally answer the 2 touchdown drives by their opponents leading up to this possession. The extra point to tie this game up. Jason Hanson tacks on the extra point. Hanson is just about ready to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Inside handoff. He's dropped down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9. The ball on the 28. He's going to pass.
Donovan McNabb is known for really selling the run on play action, and we saw that there. It's so difficult when you're playing a zone defense because those linebackers step up to play the run, and then you throw it over them or around them.
Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in the half. Hit hard as he throws. He still can't be dragged down. Malcolm Kelly with his 5th grab of the game. Good gain through the air will set them up with another 1st down and 10. He's tackled at the 18. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam, Thank you for smelling great, man. Hands it to the back. They bring him down, and it's first down and goal. First and goal. Just a minute to go in this first half of play. Fires it in the end zone. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. The offense sets up 7 yards away from the score. Flips out short. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Chris Cooley, I think the best definition of him is just a playmaker. We've seen a lot of coaches, we've seen a lot of offensive coordinators, we've seen a lot of quarterbacks in Washington, and yet the quarterbacks always seem to be looking for the same guy, Chris Cooley. Nice play.
Washington is up a score. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line.
The Lions can really get on a roll if they can knock in a touchdown here for the second straight series.
Moves to his right. It's tipped away. Great defense. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit. Room to run along the sideline.
Detroit stops the clock.
Calvin Johnson is proving once again that he's an extremely versatile weapon, passing the century mark and receiving with that reception. He's searching for a receiver.
Detroit stops.
That was impressively done by the Redskins.
So they're looking at a second and long here after the sack. Searching for an open man. Knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Pass completed for a gain of 8. It's third down, 9 yards to go. Looking for a man. Landry with the interception.
Well, so much for the theory that defensive backs can't catch. That was really a nice catch on that one.
Hit as he throws. Joey Galloway was the intended receiver on the play.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Gets it away.
A missed chance to make a big play there. He seemed to get a little too excited and just made a really poor throw.
So we'll probably get one last heave to the end zone before halftime. He's off target on the pass. Incomplete. Washington will get it first here in the second half. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. The Redskins. Offense has not had any trouble on their last 3 drives. They've ended up in the end zone each time. Flips it out short to his left. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line.
You know, so much of the burden for the Washington Redskins' woes last year were put at the feet of Jason Campbell, who had not a bad year. 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, but an 86 quarterback rating. But he was sacked 46 times last year, and clearly because of the injury to Clinton Portis, they didn't get their running game going. They struggled on the offensive line, so it's always the case around the NFL. Anytime your team goes poorly, blame the quarterback, and Jason Campbell took the brunt of that last year.
He throws downfield. Santana Moss was his intended target. Takes a lick as he lets it go. Malcolm Kelly has 7 catches in the game. The Redskins are lining up to punt it away. The ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. He'll take over at the 20. Here's a halfback. Might want to start thinking of a different approach as this running game has been ineffective. They line it up at the 22. Short throw to the left.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. He may not have gotten there. They'll measure. Yes, he got there. First down. And we'll have a first down and 10. They go with the run. He's starting to show some frustration after another short game. This defense has really made it tough going. They're going deep. And the pass is incomplete. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Surveys the field.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
It's fourth down. The Lions ready to punt this one away. And the ball squirts loose.
I don't care what the coach's age is. That'll make your heart skip a beat. You never want to give up a possession like that.
.4 yards on the carry. Second down. He takes a hard hit as he throws. Santana Moss was the intended receiver.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
And looking at a 3rd and 6 right here. Ball on the 32-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Fourth down coming up, and we're probably going to see the punting unit. The Redskins line up to punt. Detroit looks like they're sending everybody at the punter on this kick. Gets to about the 37-yard line. He gets off the throw. Bryant Johnson was the intended receiver on the play. He's tackled at the 37. Third down now, 10 yards for the first. The pigskin is on the 37-yard line. Good coverage downfield.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
The Lions are lining up to punt it away. He makes it back to the 25. They were forced to punt on their last drive. He rolls out to the right. He's brought down at the 36-yard line.
You know, Donovan McNabb is really becoming much more of the classic drop-back passer. Early in his career, he was a tremendous runner, wanted to get out. But now more and more you're seeing him reading the defenses, making the clever little throws, and is so difficult to defend for a defense because he can still come busting out of there on the run.
He passes it. He's wrestled down at the 48-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
They line up at the 48. Opts for a short throw. It's a loose ball. The referee is going to have to dig to the bottom of this pile to see who came away with it.
Huge effort to maintain possession of the ball. When you're mixing it up at the bottom of one of those piles of big bodies and clawing and scratching, it's tough.
Gains his way to the 46-yard line. And 2 yards away here on second down. The halfback with the carry. When your running game is struggling, you have to start looking for offense from some of your other players. If they can loosen it up with a few passes, it should open up those running lanes again. Gives it off.
Yeah, they went to the run, hoping they would pick up the first down. Of course, I've been hoping to be a rock star all my life, and neither one of those things happened.
Make a play, dog. Come on.
The Redskins have everyone on the line. Looks like they are coming after this one. He angles it out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Sacked on the play action.
That was a very good effort by the Lions.
Passes it short. And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. Third down and 15. Ball on the 31. Rolling out to his right. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender.
We follow you, dog. We follow you now.
Fourth down. The Redskins lining up to punt. They drop the runner at the 32-yard line.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
The Lions are trailing by a single touchdown going into the final quarter. Give to the tailback. You would expect more from him and the offensive line. They haven't mustered up many yards on the ground. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Has a man short to his left. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. So, from their own 36-yard line. Best on the delay. Too close to call. Here comes the chain game. He came up short, and it's fourth down now. Fourth down. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. It bounces out of bounds at the 37. With only a one-possession lead, this one is definitely not yet in the books.
At this point in the game, you just go execute your game plan. Don't get too conservative. Forget that the scoreboard says you're winning. Just go play offense.
They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. Passes it downfield. Santana Moss was his intended target.
Let's go. Be physical.
It's third down, 10 yards for first. Goes through his progression. He tipped the ball away. Malcolm Kelly was the intended receiver. So, it's fourth down. The Redskins lining up to punt. He makes it out to about the 30-yard line. Toss. And he's tackled at the 39-yard line. Dowdy with the takedown again. That's his 5th tackle of the game. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go with the run once again.
That's the reason you have to just keep giving a guy like this the football. He's able to convert those first downs and wear down a defense.
On the ground with the tailback. I expected a pass there, Chris.
Well, I understand you don't want to get completely one-dimensional, but at some point you have to crank it up and try and make some plays, and I think that time has passed.
He's wrestled down at the 43-yard line.
Well, let's face it, defensive players get paid for sacks. They were really coming after the quarterback that time, and the delay caught them napping.
Feeds it to the back. They pick up 2 yards.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
He's going to be tackled for a loss. Big down for the offense as they try to make up a deficit here in the 4th quarter. Searching for an open man.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
4th down. The Lions ready to punt this one away. The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. And they come back onto the field, still up a score.
Well, it's definitely late in the game, but I still expect them to come out and try and move the football down the field. I always thought as an offensive player, it's much easier to seal the deal on the offensive side than to have to be on the sideline and watch your defense.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
Here's the throw.
Donovan McNabb is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
Looks for the safe short throw. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. Dumps it out left. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 44. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
It's a pass. He'll just jog into the end zone. Whoa! The defense has struggled defending the pass in this one. He's now got 3 scores through the air.
Yeah, I always felt like with the rules the way they are today, that as long as you're executing as an offense and protecting up front, you should be able to throw the football. And when they've had opportunities to make plays today, they've made them.
And he adds the point after. With less than 4 minutes to go in the 4th, the score, the Redskins 28, the Lions 14. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Brown from deep in his own territory at the 6. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Steps up in the pocket and throws it as he's hit.
All right.
Nate Burleson was the intended receiver on the play.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball on the 21-yard line. Short throw to the left. He's still on his feet. That's a first down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter. Maybe even go to the man coverage.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass. He's searching for a receiver.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
It's third down, 10 yards for first. Ball on the 33-yard line. Still looking for an open man. It's tipped away. Great defense. Brian Johnson was his intended target. Looks like they're going for it here on fourth down. He's going deep. Wants it all. And he's got a man open. Touchdown, Lions.
Matthew Stafford was so cool under pressure. That's exactly what you need from the quarterback position. Fourth and long, no problem. How about that strike?
Extra point is good. And under 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Your score, the Lions, 21. The Redskins, 28. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Hansen is ready to kick this one off. Caught at the 8. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. They hand it off. He's dropped down at the 31. It's a gain of 4. That brings up second down. It's second down and 6. Ball on the 31-yard line. Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. He gets to about the 44-yard line. Gives it up the gut. He's wrestled down at the 49-yard line.
Let's do this, man.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 49-yard line. He gets another carry.
The defense calls a timeout.
They hand it off. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. Clinton Portis found a hole and was able to pick up just around 6 yards. First down. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. They go with the kneel down. They line up at the 46. And he'll just kneel it here. That'll do it from Detroit. Stay right there for highlights and stats. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. Here's one for the highlight reel. It's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.